Good morning, students. Today I am going to perform an experiment to show you the structural details of dicot and monocot seeds. First of all, we'll study about the structure of dicot with the help of diagram, dicot and monocot seed, and then I'll show you few seeds that what type of germination takes place in dicot as well as in the monocot seeds. So let's study about the dicot seed first. Here, as in this diagram, you can see that these two structures are termed as the cotyledons. So two cotyledons are present. This is a dicot seed. The outer tough covering of the seed is termed as the testa. The inner thin lining, the inner lining of the seed is termed as the tegmen. Now here, this is the germinating seedling or germinating plant. And in this plant, the portion which arises above this cotyledon, just arises from this portion. This is termed as epicotyle. It forms the plumule. Epicotyle develops into plumule, while the portion which is below the cotyledon, this portion is termed as the hypocotyle, and hypocotyle forms the radicle which later on develops into root. So this was the structure of a dicot seed. Now I'll show you one of the dicot seed here. In this paper I have kept some dicot seeds. As if this is clear to you, in this you can see that here this green covering shows the testa. The green covering, I'm taking out this green covering here. This green covering is the testa. Just below this is a thin layer where we can't take it out, but it is covered with a thin layer which is the tegmen. Testa and tegmen. Now you can see that this one here, this is the this portion is the hypocotyle. It forms the hypocotyle forms the radicle and then the roots. The germination in this seed is like this way. In this way, here what happens that suppose this is the portion and this portion is the soil portion. This one I'll show you here in this. If this area is the soil area, then the germination takes place like this. The seed is pushed above the ground and the hypocotyle elongates and the seed is pushed above the ground. This seed. This type of germination where seed is pushed, the hypocotyle elongates first and the seed is pushed above the ground, above the soil, outside the soil. The type of germination is known as epigeal germination. So this was about the type of germination in dicot seed. Now next is the monocot seed. First of all, the diagram of the monocot seed. Here in the monocot seed, you can see the diagram first. The outermost covering is in the monocot seeds. The outermost covering is formed by the fusion of pericarp and testa. It is very thin layer. It is formed by the fused pericarp and testa. Next to the layer, this orange colored part is the endosperm, and the outer layer of the endosperm is rich in protein and it is termed as aleurone layer. Next, and this is the endosperm, a thin lining of epithelial cells is present. This one is, I have labeled epithelium. Now the lower part represents the developing embryo. It is termed as scutellum. In monocots, the developing embryo is the scutellum. Here the plumule, the coleoptile covers the plumule, while radicle is covered by coleorhiza. Plumule is covered by coleoptile, while radicle is covered by coleorhiza. This is the developing embryo, while endosperm provides nourishment to this developing embryo and it develops into a seedling. The type of germination in this is hypogeal germination. Now what does this hypogeal mean? I'll show you with the help of few seeds. This one. In this, what happens that for this particular seed, this you can see in this seed, both the roots and shoots are developed. Here, this is the root portion, this is the shoot portion. Here roots are present. In this also a few more seeds I'll take you so that you can see it more clearly. This here root portion, this the minute fiber like structure. These are the roots which are formed by from the coleorhiza radicals covered by the coleorhiza, and it develops into the root, while this portion is the shoot. Now what type of germination takes place here? If the ground, if in this I have made this one, if this is the ground, then the seed is pushed downwards. The here the epicotyle, if the type of germination is hypogeal, then epicotyle elongates. First it forms the plumule, and then the roots develop. So the basic differences in the epigeal germination, hypocotyle elongates. Here I am placing it together so that it would be clear to you. In this seed, this is the ground level. In this seed, in the dicot seed, this the hypocotyle elongates first earlier, pushing the seed above the ground, and the type of germination is epigeal. While in monocot seed, the seed is pushed below the ground, or is present below the ground, and the epicotyle elongates first, and the type of germination is hypogeal. If epicotyle germinates, the germination is hypogeal. If hypocotyle germinates, the type of germination is epigeal. This is all about the type of germination and the structure of seeds in dicot and monocot. So this one, the aim of the experiment, these are the two different experiments. I have taken these two together so that it would be clear to you. So the first experiment was to study about the structure of dicot and the type of germination, and the second experiment, aim of the experiment is to study the external structure as well as type of germination in monocot seed. Thank you.